You hate exercise, you despise health food, you smoke, you drink, and it works for you, is that right? I just hit it as hard as I can, and if I can find it, I hit it again.
He was 9 withdrawals away from even having a chance to tee it up.
It was the start of golf as we know it now.
And now listen, the applause won't stop.
It's official, John Daly, the 1995 Open champion.
I smoke 2 packs, 2.5 packs a day. I used to drink anywhere from 12 to 20 Diet Cokes a day. I went to McDonald's 3-4 times a day.
Friday morning about 3 o'clock, I was on the house to say it, peeing blood, throwing up blood. They found a tumor in the bladder, and he says, we got to go in and get it out.
You have cancer right now?
Yeah. I'll have it for at least 5 more years.
You've lost $55 million gambling over the years. How's that even possible?
Stupidity.
How do you view your dad?
Turned around and saw Dad. He put the gun in my eye. Who are you? Get the hell out of my house. And he shot the gun off, and then I think my dad realized, whoa.
So when people say they with it, it's like they with me, and that feels cool.
Before we go any further, I want to share something important. I've partnered with MrBeast and Team Water on a mission to bring clean drinking water to people who need it most. Right now, millions of people around the world don't have access to something as basic as safe water. But here's the crazy part. Just $1 is 1 year of clean drinking water for someone in need. The link to donate is going to be down in the description. As always, thanks for rocking with me, and I hope you enjoy the video. To understand John Daly, you've got to start in 1970s Arkansas. He was raised on Southern grit, in a home where fear spoke louder than love. His father was a military man with a drinking problem, meaning the line between toughness and cruelty was razor thin.
Very, very tough love, or even if it is love, I don't know what it was. He just hit us a lot for no reason. A lot of them I didn't understand why.
But even with all that going on, John found an escape in golf. He picked up a club at 4 years old and just started swinging. No coach, no lessons, just trial, error, and raw power. By 1983, Daly was already making noise, winning the Missouri State Amateur. Later that year, he took a scholarship to the University of Arkansas. There, Daly came in with talent, but not much interest in following rules. Right away, he clashed with his coaches. He drank, skipped class, and didn't care who had a problem with it, but the raw ability was always there. In 1986, he qualified for the US Open as an amateur. He ended up missing the cut, but for a kid like Daly, just making it that far already meant something. After that, John dropped out of school and turned pro. In 1990, he entered Q School, a brutal, pressure-packed gauntlet where hundreds of pros fight for just a handful of spots on tour. Daly tied for 12th place, earning him a PGA Tour card for 1991. The long shot from Arkansas was officially in the big leagues. He started the season like most rookies, grinding, trying to make cuts, stay afloat, and prove he belonged. There were flashes of brilliance, but no one could predict what was coming. That summer, the PGA Championship rolled around, and Daly wasn't even scheduled to play. He was the 9th alternate. That meant 8 guys had to drop out for him to even touch the course, and the odds of that happening were next to 0. But one by one, names started falling, and then, the night before the tournament, the 8th alternate got called away for a family emergency. His wife was about to have a baby. That opened the door. No practice rounds, no prep, just a call saying, you're in.
He gets into the tournament because Nick Price's wife goes into labor.
On Wednesday evening, just 12 hours before the start of the first round, that's when John Daly got the call.
Got in about 2 o'clock that morning at the Homewood Suites, I think it was, and I saw that light blinking. I knew something good's got to be coming of it. Boom, we just did it.
John Daly. Here we go.
Just on the edge of the left rough. Just wants to get this on the putting.
Right, watch it feed down now. Get up there.
Wednesday night, you were at home
in Memphis, Tennessee. Could you ever have imagined you would win a Grand Slam tournament come Sunday night?
No, I don't know what else to say. I love you, fans. Good luck to the Colts.
A kiss of the Wanamaker Trophy for the champion from Crooked Stick.
The PGA Championship changed everything. One week, he was sleeping in his car. The next, he couldn't walk through a parking lot without getting mobbed for autographs. Daly hit the tour like a rock star, fueled by Diet Coke, M&Ms, cigarettes, and no warm-ups. He didn't hire a team, didn't change his swing, didn't pretend to be someone that he wasn't. The endorsements came quick. Wilson, Reebok, Hooters, everyone wanted a piece of the wild thing. And all that fame turned into cash fast. Daly was pulling $25, $50, even $75,000 just to show up at corporate gigs and private events. He didn't even have to swing a club, just be John Daly, and he leaned into it hard. The money was easy, the attention didn't stop, and somewhere in the chaos, golf stopped being the priority. He came back to defend his title at the 1992 PGA Championship, a year removed from the miracle, but this time, there was no magic, as he dropped all the way down, finishing in 82nd place. The reason? His problems with alcohol had become much worse. Since the tour didn't allow drinking during rounds, Daly was playing hungover, often dealing with withdrawal symptoms mid-round. It showed in the scores, the blow-ups, the walk-offs. The swing was still violent, but everything around it was falling apart. In 1993, he walked off the course mid-round at the Kapalua International. No warning, just dropped his bag and left, leading to his first PGA suspension. He checked into rehab and tried to reset. Some said it was too late, that Daly was just another wasted gift, but deep down, he knew he wasn't finished.
Down out of the right bunker. With a pitching wedge time also. Perfect. Oh, that's all right. That's Tom Kite, 70, and that would be a 60-degree wedge also. It's got to go a little right. John got to go a little right. He answered him. He answered him. Right. I'm looking for it. That's not bad. Whoa, 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 pulling. Big 8-iron. And that is not the place to go. And bunker.
John Daly at the Bell South.
I wasn't this nervous playing golf when I was drinking, man. It's just wonderful.
Started it out wide enough to the right. He might end up very near. After another birdie. Oh, he got another one.
4-second shot. He's just going to run it along the ground.
The 9th. And he's escaped. Over the top. It's official, John Daly, the 1995 Open champion.
The 95 British Open was a high point, a reminder of what he could do when everything clicked, but it didn't last. The drinking never stopped, and by 1997, the PGA had enough. They suspended him for 6 months, not for bad golf, but for everything around it. Missed pro-ams, walk-offs, and meltdowns the tour just couldn't keep covering for. Hotel rooms started getting the worst of it. Mirrors shattered, furniture flipped, and TVs ripped off walls. One night he'd be playing cards, the next, wrecking whatever space he was staying in.
But put the hand through a television set.
And I think I had like $8,200 in my name. Me and Dale just got a divorce, and she kind of took the money. And I was upset that we got a divorce and all that, so I beat up a hotel room.
How bad was the hand?
It was broke. Next thing you know, come Sunday, I beat John Bland in the final round and won the tournament. What I'd done to the hotel was about 20,000 Rand worth of damage. Well, that's what I won the tournament, so I ended up giving them that back.
The destruction didn't stop at hotel rooms. Back home, things were breaking too. His marriages kept falling apart, with 3 divorces in the span of a few years. Unable to return home, he went where he always did, the casinos. Daly wasn't just gambling, he was bleeding money, losing as much as $1.6 million was in a single night. By 2004, most people figured Daly was done, but then came the Buick Invitational. At Torrey Pines, John Daly ended a 9-year winless drought with a shocking victory at the Buick Invitational. With the crowd behind him, he rallied late to force a playoff and sealed the win with a walk-off birdie, a comeback nobody saw coming. That win gave him a 2-year exemption on tour, some breathing room, a chance to finally build something stable, but that wasn't really his style. Daly played alright in stretches, made some cuts, even led a few tournaments after the first couple rounds, but keeping it together week after week wasn't in the cards. By 2008, the tour was done covering for him, and everything boiled over.
This afternoon, we learned professional golfer John Daly had a run-in with Triad law enforcement.
Police arrived at the Hooters restaurant on Haynes Mall Boulevard a little after 2 Sunday morning. The police report says he appeared extremely intoxicated and uncooperative. Daly refused an escort to the hospital, was then asked to leave the restaurant. Because Daly had no other transportation, police placed him in custody and took him to the Forsyth County Jail.
That arrest in 2008 didn't just get him kicked out of a bar, it got him suspended from the tour for 6 months. And when the suspension ended, he didn't have a card anymore. No full-time status, no safety net. So Daly did what he always did, packed his bags and kept swinging. He bounced around the European tour, trying to find some rhythm, but the scores were rough, miscuts piled up, and by 2015, that door closed too. He waited around for the next one to open, and when he turned 50, it finally did. Daly was now eligible for the Senior Champions Tour. He rolled in with a car, a pack of Marlboros, and a fresh shot at doing things his way, still bombing drives, still talking straight, still a fan favorite. And in 2017, something clicked. Out in Texas, at the Insperity Invitational, John Daly turned it on again. Then came 2020, and his biggest hurdle to date.
Two-time golf major winner John Daly is battling bladder cancer.
They found a tumor in the bladder, and he says we got to go in and get it out. 80 to 85% chance it comes back, and most likely I'll be getting it done in November again. So
bladder cancer hit hard. The treatments, the pain, it was all real. Most would have just shut it down, but not Daly. A year later, he finally returned to golf. At the 2021 PGA Championship, John Daly teed up with his son, John Daly II. Across from them was Tiger and Charlie Woods. It was a father and son, side by side, sharing the game that gave them everything.
He does. Man.
See all the other 3 shots up on those. Yep, no
2 in
need.
a row.
Yep.
And today, he's still here. It's 2025 and Daly's version of retirement doesn't look like anyone else's. He owns a course in Arkansas where, despite bleeding $350,000 a year, he still lets kids play for free. No green fees, no dress code. He runs a golf course design company too, putting his stamp on layouts across the world. John Daly never fit the mold. He tore it up and lit a cigarette with the pieces. 2 majors, 1,000 headlines, and a golf career powered more by heart than by form. He showed up wild, lived on his own terms, and left a mark no one could copy. The swing, the style, the chaos. It was all Daly, and there will never be another like him.